Okay, trim. Whoa, don't cut your stitch lines like I almost did. We are in the home stretch. All that we have to do is 100 other steps. Just kidding. We don't have that many more to go, but there is still some to go. So we're in like the semi home stretch. We're almost in the home stretch. We can see it. So because my overlay was nice and low, I think because of the way that I did it and left, you know, those edges. And also I sew using a 1/4 inch seam allowance and the pattern calls for a 1/2 inch. My gusset sewing, my machine or my presser foot was butted up right next to that pocket right there. Like I can feel it. And you can see how close the stitch lines are. But it made it nice and easy to sew the nice curve. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to marry the two bags. When two become one. Is that a bag or a bag? Is that a song? It seems like a song. So we're going to flip our lining inside out. Make sure your zipper's unzipped. Or yeah, flip it right side out. And we're gonna put the lining inside the exterior. It doesn't have to be perfect. So these guys get pushed down. The tails get pushed down. Now this is an interesting process. You need to make sure that your tail is not buckled or folded whenever we clip the lining. We want it to have a nice gentle slope and ease down. So that's just something that we're gonna have to pay attention to here in the next minute. Let's see, my brand is here, so I'm gonna put my pocket toward the back. And let's hope everything meets up. So I'm gonna start by meeting up my side seams here and clipping these. And then working my way around the bag, making adjustments as needed. And then if worse comes to worse, we might have to take them apart and make some seam adjustments. So there's that zipper tape. So again, you just want to make sure that it's nice and angled, gentle slope, and not bent or folded at all. Get in there, lining. Oh, this side wants to be funny. Let me just, oops, finagle this. All right, these seams are almost perfect match. So I'm gonna scooch back over to this side and ease in and see how this fits from this direction. All right, there we go. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move to my machine and I'm gonna stitch all the way around the top. And while I'm over there, I'm just gonna stay over there. I'm gonna flip it through the birthing hole left in the lining pocket, and then I'm gonna top stitch around the whole top of the bag. Oh no! I just realized that I'd never added the gusset accent with the D-rings, which makes sense because the last time I made the bag, I omitted that step, so I just glossed right over it with this one, so we'll catch that addition on the next tutorial. Okay, now we just gotta flip. I know you love to look at my double chins, but I'm gonna angle you down. Yeah, I think if you were using something heavier with this bag, like heavier interfacing, I do think that it would be a real challenge to get it through. I mean, it could be done for sure, but especially at 90%, maybe the 100% size, it's not, it wouldn't be that bad. But at 90, I think that it would be a big challenge. Okay, so now I'm just going to start tucking, and I'm going to gently pull on my zipper tape and tuck in the same motion and roll the seam through my fingertips to get it to the top, and then start clipping where I can. These side seams can be a little rough, so just use your strong hands. This always makes my thumbs cramp so bad. And you can shove this baby on in there and check to see the fit, because at this point, if it's really not great in there, I will pull it back out and tighten the lining, because I don't like it to be bunchy. It's hard enough to find stuff inside a bag as it is, so like when the bag itself is in the bag, if that makes sense, then you know, just be a challenge. These two colors together though, boy oh boy, look how pretty. You know, this is like borderline for me. I think I'm probably gonna pull it back out and make the lining a little bit smaller, because you can see here on the sides, when the bag's closed, it's going to be all bunched up right there, and I just don't love that. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull it back out and make the lining smaller. Okay, so the way that I'm going to do that is I'm just going to start my stitching up here, and I'm just going to taper it in even more and go all the way around both sides. Oh yeah, much better. So now you can see it's not all bunched up and gross. Well, that side kind of is because I didn't finger press it very well, but it just fits in there a lot nicer. So now I'm just going to top stitch all the way around. And I'm going to do that with my cork side up. So I'm going to prop my machine up. And sew around the top. Over here. Oh, hello. Be able to see better on that side, but maybe not. Okay, so now that this is all sewn up, flip these guys back up. I don't want them to crease any more than they already have. Okay, there we go. So I think with a good press, this will even right back out. But before I leave the machine, I just need to close this turning hole in here. So we all know how to do that. I guess, maybe. On the off chance that you don't, you're just going to turn these raw edges in toward each other and clip it and then sew it. Then you have a nice clean edge. I apologize, my computer died, which means that my camera light died. It's gotten a little bit darker. All right, so here we are. This is what we're looking like. We just need to tuck our pocket back inside. And then we can really check out, investigate the shape, make sure that everything looks good, poke out all of your edges. If you notice that there's a couple edges that are having issues with staying where you want them, you can clip for just a little bit. You don't want to leave it on too long because it will make indentions in the cork. Clip your threads, of course. Okay, and then I'm gonna, what's it called? What's that thing with the iron? I'm gonna iron it off camera to get these creases out, steam the cork just a little bit, very carefully. And then she'll be looking mighty fine. Okay, so let's attach these straps. I guess we can do the zipper first. So I'm just going to trim up the zipper ends. I got thrashed about all that back and forth before. We need to put our zipper pull on. So same as before, this can be a bit trickier because you have to do it all in the air. You can't really lay it on the table. All right. So there we go. There's our top zipper tape. And now we need to add our zipper end. So I'm going to put a piece of 1/4 inch tape along the bottom of the zip tape. Just right here at the edge, being sure that it's not overlapping, just edge to edge or just inside each edge. Because if it's overlapping, it's gonna give you hell trying to get it into the cap. So I'm just going to fold the zip tape under the coils. Slide the cap on, and now we just need to screw it into place. Oh, come here. Give it a little tug, make sure everything's nice. If you want to, you can also add glue inside the cap before you slide it on. Totally up to you. All right, so now we need to add our straps. Aw, rest in peace to the bottom. That's a bummer. I was gonna say I can't believe I forgot, but I totally can believe I forgot because it's something I would do next time. See these perfect pockets? This bag it's so nice. Okay. All right, so the shorties, these little guys here, this is what is gonna create these side straps. And you can see mine are significantly shorter than the Oro Rosa pattern outlines. And I'm okay with that. So we need that. Oh, we need 2 rectangle rings. And then we need rivets. Do we need 2 rectangle rings? I think we might only need 1 rectangle ring. Okay, let's figure it out together. So I'm gonna snip. Look, it skipped a stitch and it's like the perfect, that's so cute. I might try to start doing that. I'm just going to snip my little corners here. Oh, something else I want to do. This was fun. I did this on the last one. It came out really cute. So I'm going to find a scrap of the cork that I was using. Not in there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create little strips. So then whenever I clip this down like that, I'm going to put a little strip of cork around it to create a little boundary. And I don't know, it just looks cute. I did it the other day and I really liked it. So let's do it today. So I'm gonna cut 5/8 inch by, this is 2.5. Let's see if this works. I wanna say that when I did them before, they were a little longer. Let's see. So for this first side, which is the right side, you are looping with your folded under edge toward the inside here. I'm going to slide my rectangle ring on the outside over here. And then I'm just going to loop and fold like so. I'm just going to clip into place. And then now let's see if this is long enough. I don't know. No. So we need to cut a 3-inch strip by 5/8. Okay, I'm going to burn these edges. And then I'm just going to have to eyeball it. I'm going to put a strip of tape on the back of each one. And then now what I'm going to do is I want the end point, so the overlap of the piece, to be on this side. So that'll be on the inside of the bag. And so I'm going to remove that. So I'm just going to wrap it around like so. But I think I want it, see, it ends all the way over here on the right, and I think I want it to end more in the middle. So I'm going to peel that and re-stick it. Perfect. And so that's what it looks like. And I just think it's like a nice, fun detail. If you want to, you could totally stitch around it. That would be cute. And then I'm just going to rivet it into place. I'm just going to do one rivet right here in the center. I think I might use my big rivets, the big boys, wherever they may be. There. Especially because I'm only doing one rivet, I just want to be super, super sure that it's going to be sturdy and stay in place and not move around with a lot of use. So these are big boys. They're probably 9mm, maybe 8x8. Let's check. Yeah, so 9mm. Cute. All right, and then so for the next one, we're gonna wrap it around the middle bar right here. So I'm gonna do the same process, but I'm just gonna wrap it around the middle bar back down. Now, obviously, I'm eyeballing everything, but you can totally measure it out if you want to. Alexis has all of these measurements in the pattern. Okay, so let's get this guy going. Cute. Gosh, this brass hardware looks so good with this agave and the beige tape. Okay, getting a little overwhelmed with the mess here. Let me straighten it up really quick. But now we are for real in the home stretch. Rivet these guys. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, for the strap. This is the front of my bag. So when I do the strap, it's going to end. Let's get the nice side, yeah. It's going to end by coming through here, and I'm going to add another one of these little strap keeper thingies. And that's what's going to stop the end from being able to go back up and through. But first, I'm going to just do this side. Okay, sorry, I had to jump off for a second because I was like processing in real time. And I think I want to change it up just a little bit. So we're back to here. Now, I want to back up. The reason that I wanted to do the accent bottom, I wanted to have one D-ring over here. The reason I wanted to have one D-ring is because if you have the strap going through this side, and this side is the only way that you can shorten your strap. Say the person is really petite. You know, this is a long strap. So if they're really petite, then they're going to have a bajillion inches of overhang down here. And most people aren't going to know how to fix that. So, but either way, like I thought at least if I had a D-ring here, then they could loop it through the D-ring and it would keep it close to the bag. However, upon further thought, what I think I want to do is add another strap adjuster up here. So then, if they are really petite, they can still have a little bit of it hanging to where it's not just obnoxiously long. And up here, it will be adjusted. So that's what I was thinking. That's why I jumped off rather abruptly. And so the way that we're going to do that is the same way that you make any strap. So I'm going to loop my strap through the middle. And then just sticking with the theme because why not? I'm going to do more strap keeper detail things. Okay. I'm going to take this and wrap it around here and then rivet it into place. I also kind of tidied up because I don't know about y'all, but when my space gets really crowded, I just get overwhelmed and I can't really like think. So that was all happening at once. So I had to tidy up. Now I put everything away. Okay. So we have this regular strap configuration. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take it and feed it through. Is that right? Why am I blanking on this right now? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna take it and feed it through from the inside to the outside and then back up and through. And then we'll come down through this one. And then to make sure that the whole strap doesn't come undone, say it gets yanked on, I want to double this guy down. So that way it cannot fit through this strap slide. And so I'm just folding it up. It's probably about 1 inch or so. So I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. It's about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, it's a little too far. There we go. Okay, so now the bag is complete. It is just in desperate need of an iron. Some one-on-one time with an iron. Getting all hot. All right, that's a terrible joke, but kind of funny. But here is the bag. And then so now it adjusts from here, and it can't go through that strap adjuster because we tripled it up. But then it also adjusts from here. So kid, petite person, the like, can adjust it, and it still has, well, this is still really long, but most people aren't 4 feet tall. But even if they are, luckily this customer lives here in town, so if it's just insane, I'll just trim it for her. But yeah, so that is my solution. Add a second thing. You know, the pattern might even have it like that. I honestly didn't even check. But there we go. There's the bag. All right, I'm going to press it. Be back. Friends, we made it. We're all done. I sincerely appreciate you being here and following along and hopefully sewing along with me while we made the Luna Retro Crossbody bag. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And let me know if there's any other Oro Rosa patterns that you want me to make. Of course, I love the Erica Bowler bag. And she does have a lot of great patterns. So just let me know in the comments what you think and what you want to see, and we will go from there. And until next time, I hope that you are happy and healthy, and be kind to a stranger today. How about that? Talk soon.